for a number of reasons. Of course, the Detroit Economic Growth Corporation is always excited to be able to oversee the Motor City Match program, along with our partners at the City of Detroit, in Detroit Mayor's Office, Detroit City Council. It is always an honor to be able to open up a new business on the corridor in our fair city. But we're also excited, and also, I'm Sean Gray, Senior Vice President of Small Business Services at the DEGC. But we're also excited because today is a really historic moment. We are approaching our 200th ribbon cutting. But we want to also call out that this is our very first ribbon cutting for an awardee of our Motor City Match Community Violence Intervention Track. And so the Community Violence Intervention Track exists thanks to the vision and support of our Mayor Mike Duggan. It exists to lift up entrepreneurs who are helping to bring businesses to corridors in our city that haven't seen as many opportunities, but also helping to prove that there are ways to invest in members of our community that don't always fit for a bank loan or don't always fit for some of the opportunities in conventional access to capital. And so this is a phenomenal opportunity, because when Daryl came to us, he had an idea, a dream, a vision, but there wasn't necessarily a bank waiting in the wings to invest in this opportunity. And so we are excited at Motor City Match, at the Detroit Economic Growth Corporation and the City of Detroit, to invest in our citizens, to invest in people who are making investments of their own and sacrifices of their own to put businesses like this on their corridor. So I want to thank the City of Detroit, Mayor's Office, City Council for their support. I will also not belabor the point, but I want to hand it over to our Deputy Mayor, Malia Howard. But I also want to make sure to, again, thank the Mayor's Office, thank Malia for her vision and support of this program. We couldn't do the programming that we do without the active support and engagement that we received from Mayor Michael Duggan. Also, Councilmember Fred Durhal, who may not make it but is here in spirit. Of course, he is someone who is very concerned and passionate about this corridor and many across the city. So we're hopeful he'll be able to make it. But with that, I want to hand it over to Deputy Mayor Malia Howard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It is a great day here in the city of Detroit. As many of you know, I typically speak off the cuff, but I actually want to read my talking points today because I really crafted this because it's so important. So, good afternoon, everyone. What a day and what a story. Can I say that again? What a day and what a story. Today, we're not just cutting a ribbon, we're celebrating proof that second chances work and that Detroit never stops believing in its people. And that's when we invest in our neighbors and in our residents, incredible things do actually happen. Moma G's marks the 197th business open through the Motor City Match program. That deserves a round of applause. It is also the very first ribbon cutting for a CVI, or Community Violence Intervention awardee, and that really does mean something. This is a milestone that matters deeply because the CVI track was created to do exactly what you see today, which is transforming lives, giving people a second chance, giving people continued opportunities to grow and flourish. You might have had a hiccup, but you got it back together, and that's what it means. When others see obstacles, Motor City Match sees potential. When banks say no, we said yes. With a $100,000 investment, $75,000 of that coming from the standard track, which is Motor City Match, and the other $25,000 coming from the CVI track, we didn't just fund equipment, we funded a belief. Yes. I also want to take a moment to thank and recognize the People's Action of Detroit and its president, Negus Vu, who is here to my right. And his mentorship, guidance, and unwavering support has provided Mr. Young, who is representing the true spirit of community, with what he needed to be able to succeed. That leadership and that guidance that Vu has done, he's doing it 1,000 times every day in his CVI track and throughout the community. And so I want to make sure we acknowledge that. To the Detroit Economic Growth Corporation, through the leadership of Kevin Johnson and Sean Gray, the entire Motor City Match team, thank you for leading this program with both vision and heart. You see what others overlook. You bet on Detroiters when no one else will. And that's the kind of commitment that is transformational in our city. Mr. Young, you've built not something that's just special, it's beautiful. None of this is made possible without the support of your family and your friends. So can we turn around to your family and your friends? You stand on the shoulders of their greatness because they believed in your possibility. Your mother believed in your possibility. And so with that, we all know that they are extremely proud of you, but we as a city are extremely proud of you. So on behalf of Mayor Mike Duggan, I want to welcome Detroit to Moma G's.
Thank you.
There you go. With that being said, I want to introduce Ms. Victoria Westbrook. She is going to bring greetings and acknowledgement from Council President Sheffield.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Mayor. Good afternoon, everybody. What up, though? On behalf of the Honorable Detroit City Council President Mary Sheffield, it is truly my joy to join you today to celebrate an incredible story of perseverance, redemption, and community. Today, we gather to celebrate a restaurant that's already becoming a beacon of hope right here on Detroit's West Side. Mr. Darrell Young, the owner and founder of Moma G's, has shown what it truly means to embody Detroit's grit. When doors were shut in his face because of his past, he didn't give up and just let it go. He pushed forward. During his 7 years of incarceration, he earned his GED, a culinary arts certificate, and multiple hospitality certifications. He came home determined to rebuild, to serve, and to give back. When traditional banks said no to his dreams, Motor City Match stepped in with a $75,000 cash track grant and a $25,000 total of $100,000 in support. Mr. Young, you took an opportunity and turned it into something greater than yourself. You named this business after your beloved late mother, Moma G, who dreamed of opening a restaurant to feed and uplift the neighborhood. Today, that dream lives on through you. On behalf of Detroit City Council President Mary Sheffield and the entire Detroit City Council, it is my honor to present you with the well-deserved Spirit of Detroit Award in recognition of your outstanding achievements and the unwavering embodiment of the true city of Detroit. Congratulations to you, my brother, and may God continue to bless you.
Want to introduce Negus Vu. Want to have him come up and share some words. Just want to say, just one reminder, when we did our award ceremony for Darrell's round, everybody who was there who will remember how emotionally touched we were by the words Darrell shared about the importance of opportunity. And I just want to say to Darrell, before I don't get another chance to say this, our team works with entrepreneurs across the city. But when I look at my team, when they engage with you and how thorough you've been, how genuine you've been throughout this process, everybody on our Motor City Match team is so incredibly proud of you. I just wanted to say that.
Oh, thank you so much.
So I just wanted to share that before I hand it off. I'll have Negus come on up, and then Negus will be introducing Darrell as well. So thank you so much.
Right. Thank you.
Wow, this is amazing. This is very amazing. I don't know where to start. I known this guy. This is my childhood friend, my best friend. I known him for 39 years. Stayed right next door to him on Oregon Street. I've seen his growth. I've seen him where at 18, he couldn't pick up a book and know how to read. I seen him make a mistake and go to prison, do 7 years, and taught himself how to read. I seen all the challenges and the barriers that he faced, all the things that he went through. I seen him as a man who was a father to his family, to his kids, who was a great leader, who was committed to his community over there on Livernois and Joy Road. I seen this man built this from scratch. And a lot of times he wanted to give up. He went through depression. He gave and sacrificed a lot of this because he knew that this was a bigger cause than himself. He knew that he wanted to give this to the neighborhood. He knew that he wanted to build a legacy for the family. And not only that, he took a lot of, because let's be honest, in some of these communities, we know sometimes the food is not always up to par. He wanted to have a restaurant, a business that is reflection of how he feels about the community that he loves. And it's done with love, it's done with great quality. And there was a lot of times where he said, I don't know if I'm gonna make it the next day. I got to get another couple of thousand. How I'm gonna get it? You know, these are the things that he has as a businessman. So when he came around, a lot of the joy that he got was coming out in mentoring these boys. He volunteered on his own with no incentive, with no motive. He just genuinely wanted to help those kids, and that helped him get through the day. I'm telling you that straight from eyewitness. And this man has done so much for the community. He has a great family. He has a great restaurant, and because this guy did this from the scratch and he's built it up, this is a prime example of rag to riches. This is a prime example of what CVI is all about, where you can get another opportunity and you can make the right decision and you can do a lot for the community. Because of that, he is the change, and this is a man who is going to give hope to a lot of other people who are going through the same thing. So I want to welcome my friend, the stand-up guy, his good brother, Mr. Young, Daryl Young. All right.
Woo! We back again, y'all. We back again. First, I have to give thanks to God because I'm only standing here by grace, and like he said, I've been knowing him since I was 3-4 years old. When I first met him, he knocked on the door and said his whole full name, Brandon Lee Norris. He shared something that I don't quite talk about, and I never really told a lot of people, that I wasn't able to read. And going through that struggle with not being able to read, I always used to feel like I was stupid. I feel like I was dumb and getting straight F's in school. And it wasn't that I was dumb, I just didn't understand. And sometimes you need people to speak words that you can see. And I always ask myself, why did they explain it to me that difficult once I really found out? So going through the process of growing up in one of the worst neighborhoods, which is the 48204, it was violent. Seeing my mom struggle, I remember going to food banks, and I didn't understand why we was going in there sitting with all these people, and we getting little milk crate juices and my sisters and stuff like that. So going through those struggles, it could make you go to school, and you're not really there for the work. You know, you worried. My mom was always sick. Every time I come home, she was struggling with diabetes. And through this process of just being in a state of mind where I was angry, I was upset with a lot of things, and I looked up, before I know it, I was entering a life of the streets. So the Motor City Match was a huge inspiration for me. It helped me so much because my lawyer, Deja Vasquez, called me one day and asked me, how are you doing? And this brother back here, he always say, put your people on, or check on your people. Well, that's what she did to me. After coming home from prison, my lawyer checked on me. She asked me, how is things going? What's going on? Like he said, I was talking to my best friend, explaining to him I was going in depression because I went to a financial institution without giving that bank name, and I got approved for the loan. So I was so happy. And when we went to closing, I did not check the box, are you a convicted felon? So when I checked that box that I'm a felon, they denied the loan instantly. I didn't know what to do. I pull up to the restaurant, confused. It's people sitting in there, investors asking me, how much you want? We want to buy it. And if Motor City Match didn't help me, I probably would have moved out of Detroit because I wouldn't ever be able to stomach the ride past this building and seeing another owner having it. So when I won the Motor City Match, it was like a breath of life came back. And I met somebody named Kyle, my main man. Kyle was so helpful because he go over and beyond. When I walked in there, I won the fast track. And I didn't know that the fast track, you needed that to have a business. Because what I had was a business idea. It was on a piece of paper. And Kyle said, where your business plan at? I put out 2 sheets of paper. But what I realized was the Motor City Plan track introduced me to Whitney. And we worked on a business plan. And it helped us get the budget sheet together. It helped me get prepared for the bank. So when we got prepared for the bank, Ashley stepped in, Ajane stepped in, Madison stepped in. All of them, I call them my Motor City Match superheroes because they came in and took over. Ashley, I was so scared and nervous, and she got me over to Detroit Development Funds, and they were so awesome with me, helped me out, helped me get a loan. We shot for $100,000 winning, right? This journey was, it was real difficult because the CVI I won 2 awards. I won the Motor City Match, But the one that stood out the most surprised me because I didn't know it was going to come to help me. And that was that CVI. I had a violent upbringing. I had a violent personality. I didn't know that there were programs in prison that would turn around and change my life, like the Cage Your Rage. I didn't know I had anger issues. I was mad at certain things that transpired when I was a kid, so I was inflicting that onto other people, how me to go to those programs and realize that I took AA, I had an alcohol problem and didn't even know it. I was trying to just take those pains away through a bottle. Now that I'm sitting in AA and they sitting in prison, I realize how I'm gonna tell these kids. I'm sitting in the prison and the news come on, and guess who So I jumped up. I said, I know him. And when I seen him fighting for the community, I knew what I wanted to do when I get out of prison. So I signed up to every program. I called and told everybody, can you get his number? I gotta get in touch with him because that's what I want to do. And when I came out, I was so afraid because he said, can you tell them about your past? And I didn't want to tell nobody that I took someone's life. I didn't want to tell nobody that I was a violent person. I was angry. I was in a gang. I was controlling the neighborhood. I didn't want to tell the Moma G smash burger all over the city. So when I seen that, I looked and seen my daughter working the register, my son in the back. I seen my family, my sister prepping. I started crying because I said without Motor City Match and CVI, Moma G's would not exist. So I just thank all of y'all, and I appreciate the help. And thank Mike Duggan and the mayor. I thank everyone. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I'd like to have Councilman Fred Durhall, who was able to join us, come up and say a few words as well. Welcome.
Thank
Councilman
you.
Durhall.
Good afternoon. Pardon me for being a little bit behind. We were in committee, but I wouldn't have missed this for the world. Out of every Motor City match, and I know there are going to be some folks listening, so I hope I'm not hurting their feelings. But out of every Motor City match that we have passed, this one means a lot to me. Obviously, yes, this is my district, near the stomping grounds I grew up in, but just a remarkable story of how when we really look at second chances, this is what second chances can become.
Yes.
A beautiful story here for also young brothers and sisters here in the city of Detroit that sometimes think there is no hope, that there is no comeback. So just like our city is coming back, you are helping bring it back. Through just not just through your restaurant though, but through your advocacy, through the work you do outside of the restaurant. That is how we bring our community together. That's how we bring our neighborhoods together. So I am extremely proud of you today. And by the way, the food is good. That is an important part. Members, man, this is what we want to see. Duplicate and multiply across this, our entire city. So God bless you, brother. I'm here. You know I support you 100%, and I wouldn't have missed this for the world. I'm proud.
I appreciate you.
And this is your award of recognition, directly from us. And we wanted to make sure you hang this on the wall because we have a slogan here. When I first got into office, I said I want to help rebuild my district block by block, and this is how we do it.
Yes.
Right here on the block. So this is for your grand opening, building our district block by block.
Coming back, right?
All right. So we're going to transition over to cutting the ribbon and getting in here and trying some of these chili cheese fries.
Yes.
All right.